Niners D-line has been a real positive. And I would say, yeah, if you want to say what's the big, positive surprise in the first 2 weeks, it's the D-line. The D-line's played well. Mikel had a great game this last game. Alfred Collins is improving so fast that it's almost like hard to believe. If you looked at his tape just 4 or 5 weeks ago when he first started playing, and then what it looked like in the first game, and then what it looked like in the second game. There's a saying that you improve the most from year 1 to year 2 as a football player in the pros, and that in a season that these guys improve the most from week 1 to week 2. And I think it makes sense. I think what makes sense to me about that is just that, you play that week 1 game, you do the best you can do, you prep, you then get to watch that film, right? And that film is the learning session. And that's where Saleh is going to go through it, and Chris is going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb and all the different things. And just from talking to Tatum Bethune in the locker room yesterday, and talking to some of the defensive players about how they watch film, they're trying to be perfect. And then on the way, on the path to perfect, hopefully you get to Pro Bowl, or very good. But the goal is to be perfect, and they're trying to be perfect, and that's how they coach it. They coach every single point. Johnny Holland, Bullocks in the secondary, every single possible point, because they're trying to get these guys to be perfect, and that's kind of their process.